Hello, so today we will be building a Warden farm, and before I begin this video, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Join my Discord server, and now let's begin with this. So over here I have the darkness effect, and now the farm is running, so as soon as the Warden dies, our darkness effect goes away. So at the top of this farm is a skull shrieker that spawns in the Warden. Let me just show you that. Okay, so this is the Skulk Shrieker, and the way the farm works is we send a signal from the Skulk sensor here to the Shrieker, and that spawns in a Warden. Okay, and as while the Warden is spawned, I can jump around at the top without armor, and I will be completely safe because this farm is proofed, so the Warden has no chance of detecting the player. So over here, I'm going to build this farm completely in survival without any armor. And here's all the stuff I'm going to use to build the farm. So right now this farm is made of any solid block. You can build it out of any solid block, but I will prefer wool because it is safer, and it's always better to be on the safer side. So let's see what are the things I have. A lot of wool blocks, and I have some glass blocks in this. Now the glass blocks are optional, but if you wanna jump around your farm over it and see what's going on, then it's good. Then we have some fence doors. I have this mushroom stew for food because it's a saturation stew, and that lets me last for longer without food. Then we have all these wool blocks and our fence door. It's the part of the farm. We have all these things here that help us make the trident killer. Some water buckets, chest, silk touch hoe, sharpness 5 sword, and we have ladders and efficiency 5 pickaxe, a bed, and yeah, that's all the stuff we have. So now let's go game mode survival, and I'm at 3 hearts, so this is not good. Anyways, so let's go find a skull sensor first because that's one of the things we need. So now skull sensor in the chest. We have our silk touch hoe, and we found it. So let's mine this skull sensor and store it because it's going to be a part of our farm. And now let's go find some shriekers. Alright, so yeah. So I think I might encounter a shrieker here and there because I've come a bit further than the farm that I have already built. So I think around here somewhere, maybe. Let's see. I see a catalyst, but no shriekers here. Okay. Oh wait, I see shriekers, and hold on. It's 3 shriekers. It's 3 shriekers in a row. My god, okay, there's a sensor here. We have to be safe. Okay. Oh, oh, there's a warden right next to me. So I'm gonna tower and AFK till the warden despawns. And Yeah, let's hope I don't die to the warden, because then the entire point of making this in survival would be stupid. Uh, he said, I'm just gonna tower up and wait. So it should take not more than 1 minute for the warden to despawn. If it's not hearing any sounds. And I think, oh, it's still alive. It's still alive, and after some waiting, yeah, it despawned. Definitely despawned. So now let's go down. Time to break all the wool. Let's go. So yeah, if you ever encounter the warden, just build up. It's probably the safest strategy. Just build up with wool, and the warden, you'll be pretty much safe from the warden. As long as you don't hit the warden at least once. If you hit it once, then building up won't help you that much. It's better to carry ender pearls in that case, that you actually hit the warden. So okay, so now I have to cover the shriekers in wool blocks so they don't get activated accidentally, just like this. And we need to destroy 2 of these shriekers because we only need 1 for the farm. But if I found 3 in survival, I would probably make a farm using 3 shriekers instead of 1, because why not? Okay, so nothing of use here. Yes, let's go and destroy these 2 shriekers. So I'll just do this now, and okay, now let's destroy all this wool and let's start building our farm. Okay, once that is done, we need to build out 5 extra blocks from this wool structure that we have around the shriekers. Okay, so let me just clear out some space, and then we can start building the marking for our farm. Okay, so 1, there goes 2, 3, 4, and hold on, 5, and place 1 block on top. I actually placed 2, but no, I have to place only 1. So yeah, now let's do this on all sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 1 block at top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 block at top. Okay, over here, this is so annoying, honestly. So let's just mine this. Okay. This is so slow. I hate this, honestly. I have an efficiency 5 pickaxe and this is still slow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 block. Now let's connect all of these markings to form 1 big box. So I'll just speed up this entire process of marking out the area, and all I have to do is like just make a box. So halfway done I'll also set my spawn here just in case I die. I already see that. Okay. So now the work is almost done marking this, and now it's time to start building, I guess. So let's just mine this, and now we can place all the wool blocks. Okay, once this is done, then just start mining 5 blocks further down than this line. So I'll mark my 5 block depth: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, this is exactly 5 blocks. So this is how further down I need to mine. So I'll speed up the entire process of mining this area down. It's gonna take some time, but yeah. So one more thing that I forgot to mention is you also need a dispenser. I forgot to add this at the start, but yeah, you would need a dispenser and 3 levers. Okay, so I think the building part is almost done here. Just need to clear out this mid piece, and okay. So almost there, and we are more than halfway done. Just need to mine out the remaining few blocks. And now I'm gonna build some walls. So pretty much all the wall building is done. While I'm recording this entire process looks like a slideshow to me because it's just too fast to sped up. So now it's time to remove all the extra wool blocks. Once that's done, I'm gonna remove these iron blocks and tough blocks because they look ugly, and replace them with deep slate. You don't need to do this, but why not? Anyways, so once that's done, then you need to place water blocks in the corners. So I'm gonna do that right now. Once all the water placing is done, then you will end up with a star place in the center, a star shape. Okay, let me kill these items. There are just too many, and I don't have any fire. Yeah. You have to clear out the star shape in the center, or diamond shape, whatever you call it. Once this is clear, so once that's done, then you have to clear out this 3x3 area and replace it with wool. So just like this, 1 2 3 1 2 3, and fill it in. And now what you have to do is grab a fence door, place it, open it, and now get rid of the block in the mid. Now clear out all the blocks on the edges. Once this is done, the top part is complete. Now mine down 5 blocks, so 1 2 3, and 1 2 3, yeah, fourth, and now one more block, fifth. So once you have mined down 5 blocks, then you need to create a 2 by 2 area which is 3 blocks high. So 1 2 3, and 1 2 3. Okay, so now this is the place where we set up our trident killer. Oh, I dropped my bucket. Okay, so for the trident killer, just place your pistons in the corners. 1 2 3 4. Now mine out all the blocks above the piston, like 1 block above the piston. Okay, once that's done, place 1 block on top of pistons, a solid block. Then grab your droppers and place them right in the edge, in the corners over here. And then last piece is an observer. Once this is done, your trident killer is pretty much complete. Now all you gotta do is make a tunnel in one direction next to a piston, then place a water bucket, and it should be in this shape. If you get the shape correct, then block the water, collect it, and place it 1 block above. And now just make it a 1 high hole, and then fill this up as well. So the water, yeah. Now you can temporarily block the water, and we can add hoppers here. Okay, so for the collection system, you can make it however you want. I haven't thought of one right now, but I'll build just a simple one. Okay, so the next step is to, while we're doing the storage system, we can also expand the collection room, the collection area, and this is also the place where we AFK. So let's take out those hoppers, and let me place my chests. Oops, that's okay. So yeah, the chest goes there. I keep misplacing all the chest. Okay, so once that's done, you can go around it, place a hopper on here, then 1 on top and 1 here, and Let's mine this. Now let's expand this room. Okay, so now I will expand the room and fill it with some wool blocks just to make it safe. Okay. So after mining pretty much all of the room, now replace the floor blocks with wool. And now we need to make a wool wall. Just break this wool, break this block next to piston, replace with wool. Put then you need to put a lever here. And hold on. Okay. So if I place wool here, I need to mine these two blocks. Actually, it might be one block higher. We'll get to that. Okay, so I firstly place a lever like this. And this will start and stop our trident killer. Next I have to replace this observer. Okay, once that's done, I can make a tunnel to get out of here. Replace these blocks. And fill this back in. Actually, I might just bring the chest a little bit further because we have some extra hoppers. Let's just replace these with wool. Replace our chest here. Add the extra hoppers. And now fill everything with wool. So just like that. Now okay, so now we have to just place a lever here. Okay, so the trident killer is started by this lever. So now I think all I have to do is throw a trident. Oh wait, I need to take out my water. Yes, so once you have released your water, now here's a big mistake I do. You don't have to throw the trident by hand. Don't do this, or you will die. And I will get to that later in the video. So for now, yeah, just don't throw the trident and follow along. So now let's make our way out of here. So now let's make a wool barrier to prevent any sounds from accidentally being leaked, accidentally being picked up by the sensors, and then we can make our way out. You can also replace the roof blocks with wool. Okay, so my way out of here, like build my way out of here. So we need a water drop right here. Replace this with wool. Add our water here. Now I only have one bucket left, but you can make a source blocks. I put my ladders. You don't need it to be 3 wide. I just made it 3 wide, but you can have it 2 wide as well. So once I place my ladders, and then I can replace these blocks with wool, and also these ones with wool. And now let's complete our wool barrier to prevent any vibrations from being accidentally picked up. Once this is done, you can add ladder to get to the top of the farm. Now over here, just clear out all the blocks above and around the farm. Once you have cleared out the blocks above and around, then we can proceed to placing glass. Okay, so all you have to do here is just cover everything in glass except the one center blocks. Okay, so now carefully take off the bottom wool block, then the side ones, but don't break the center one, or you will pretty much die. Once you break all the other wool blocks, just cover everything up and place, then place 2 wool blocks above this. I placed 3, but yeah, 2 is just as fine. Once this is done, then you can head back down. Oops. Technical error. Let me just fix all of that. So once I fix that, yeah. I lost my pickaxe, I have to get it. Cool thing, I didn't die to Warden, but died to a creeper. So, got my sensor, got my pickaxe. Okay, once I do get my pickaxe, then I should go in. And let's just make this a bit more safer. So, yeah, I'm gonna spend some time on making it safer. So, just making this barrier wall a bit taller, so that mobs can't get inside. Okay, once this is done, then we can do some of the final parts, like placing the skulk sensor, but actually don't do it yet. Remember, do not place the skulk sensor like I did yet, because you remember you still have the trident Still have the trident not thrown because I told you. So yeah, don't place the skulk sensor yet. First replace the ceiling blocks with wool. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you need to break the wool block on top of the lever. Remember, do not place the skulk sensor. So over here I'm gonna break the skulk sensor, and around the skulk sensor as well you need wool blocks, as you saw right there. So now let's go back into our trident killer. Okay, over here you need to get your trident. Then you need to get a dispenser. Once you get a dispenser, get a lever. Okay, so here's what you have to do. You can't throw the trident by hand. Instead, you have to put the trident in a dispenser and power the dispenser like this. So once the dispenser is powered, you can just break everything that you just placed and block off the trident killer again. Once the trident killer is blocked off, then you are pretty much done with the farm. The final step is just placing the skulk sensor back and turning on the trident killer, and now you can just AFK flick this lever, and if you keep flicking this lever, wardens will spawn. We know the wardens spawn because we got the darkness effect, and we know the warden dies when we run out of the darkness effect. So now I'll stop flicking this lever for a while. Okay. Looks like the warden didn't die yet. Okay, so as you can see, the first warden died and now a second one spawned. So if I keep flicking, another one will spawn after this. So let's check our chest loot. Okay, I do have only few seconds of darkness left, which means the warden died. So now let's test how much skull catalyst we got. We got 2 more, which means the farm is working and it's completely safe. So if you have watched this far, make sure you subscribe, join my Discord server, and I'll see you next time.